English. I'm so glad you're here. Let's read a story. To start, choose an adventure. The perfect cookie. Choose which way you want to play. Discover words, learn new words, and make up your own story using the pictures you see. Explore more. Add more details to short sentences and say more about each picture. Story time. Settle in for a longer read aloud. Discover words. The perfect cookie. Measuring cup. A measuring cup is a kitchen tool used to measure foods. Whisk. You use a whisk to whip foods like eggs or cream. Liquid. A liquid is something that flows and takes the shape of any container, like water. Dozen. A dozen is a group of 12 things. Recipe. A recipe is a set of instructions to make a meal or snack. Ingredient. An ingredient is one of the things that you use in a recipe. Enormous. Enormous means really, really big. That was fun! Now, download this coloring book and make up your own story. I'm so glad you're here. Let's read a story. To start, choose which way you want to play. Explore more. The perfect cookie. Cookie Monster was making cookies, but he was not using a measuring cup. Cookie Monster beat the eggs with a whisk. But the cookies came out too dry. For the next batch, Cookie Monster added more liquid. But the next dozen cookies were too wet, and the third dozen were too salty. Cookie Monster was so hungry, he thought he could eat the recipe book. Don't eat it, read it, said Big Bird. So Cookie Monster read the directions and measured each ingredient. It worked! Cookie Monster and Big Bird shared one enormous, perfect cookie. Yum! That was fun! I'm so glad you're here. Let's read a story. To choose which way you want. Story time. The perfect cookie. Cookie Monster was mixing up cookie dough at his bakery. He did not use a measuring cup or measuring spoons. He put in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. He added some flour and beat in eggs with a whisk. But the first batch of cookies came out of the oven much too dry. So Cookie Monster decided to try adding more liquid to the next batch. But the second dozen cookies came out of the oven wet and gloppy, and the third were very salty. Cookie Monster did not know what to do. He was worried. Then Big Bird came by the bakery. He saw how worried Cookie Monster looked. He asked his friend what was wrong. "Me not sad," Cookie Monster answered. "Me want cookies so much. Me might even eat this recipe book." Big Bird looked at the book and laughed. Don't eat the book, Cookie Monster, he said. Read the book. So Cookie Monster did. This time, he followed the directions carefully, measuring each ingredient. And it worked! When they came out of the oven, the cookies were perfect. Cookie Monster and Big Bird shared an enormous, delicious, warm cookie. Yum! That was fun! Now, download this coloring book and make up your own story.